this is where most people jump off the train or subconsciously cancel their manifestation. So if manifestation is making you more exhausted from trying to do all the right things, the affirmations, the tapping, the meditations, the vibing, and the energy work, if it's making you more exhausted or burnt out from this, and you're not really seeing the big results, then I'm sorry to say to you that you're making it too complicated. You're making it way too complicated. It's really, really simple. And today I'm going to tell you what's going to guarantee your manifestation, especially when you hear, when the reality, when the 3D is showing you the exact opposite of your manifestation. I'm going to tell you what I did when I changed all this, when I let go of all these things, because actually when I was being honest to myself, I didn't want to do all these meditations, all these rituals that takes time every morning. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to do all these affirmations, especially after having a daughter. I don't have time to do all these things, big rituals, and having to spend time praying and being thankful. And no. It's more simple. It's all natural inside of you. So today I will tell you exactly what guaranteed all my manifestations of showing up, my family, my now partner, my daughter, my business, when I moved to Greece, when it all just switched in 1 month, because I let go of all these rituals that I have learned through spiritual healing. I let go of it. I quit. I said, enough. I don't want any more, because it's not working. It's not working. Yes, it's working in small areas of my life and these small manifestations, but the things that I really, really, really want in life, to be happy, it's not happening for me. So why am I doing all this work? Why am I working on being so grateful? Why am I praying to my crystals and tapping and doing all these crazy crazy things? And the next thing is they're going to ask me to jump on one leg and say kukeliku, right? To get my manifestations. It's so much more simple. It's already natural inside our body. Okay, so if this is you, if you are good at manifesting all these small things, if you have tried all this, but just the big things, if it's money, if it's relationships, if it's your house, if it's these big things in life, but it's still not happening for you, then listen up and stay tuned even for my next video. We're going to go even deeper, but today it is this one thing that I did that guarantees all my manifestations. Okay, so my name is Jeanette, if you just tuned in, and this is what we're all about here. So let's get on with it, and no fluff, no all of this. So I just need to go back to the basics for one moment, because I'm going to do it as quickly as I can today, because this really, like, we have no more time, right? We want it to happen now, and this is okay. We don't need to it doesn't need to take forever, okay? We don't have to heal in circles for it to happen. When we're working with energy and vibrations, we can shift, we can attract it in the matter of moments. Of course, it takes some practice. We manifest our whole life, all the time. So no matter what you have in your life, it's something we have manifested, right? Good and bad. So when I finally started, I got into the spiritual world and healing and so on. I was so curious. I wanted to learn it all. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I want to learn it all. I study everything, all the books, all the courses. I took so many courses and teachings and all of this, and I just sucked it all in. And I was trying to do it all until I just experienced, I was so exhausted. I was so drained, and it made me even isolate even more. And I just noticed that I'm actually not living my life. I'm busy healing. I'm busy fixing myself. And is this the life? If you ask me, no. If you want to do that, fine. Go ahead and stay busy doing this, okay? But if this is you, if you're tired of it and you're just ready to move on with your life and really live your best life and attract these things in, this is something, and this is not just some voodoo magic. If you believe that, fine. But maybe that's what we need to work with if you really kind of believe and know that this is what's happening. You just still have not figured it all out yet. Okay, so after studying all of this, and I just got to this point where I had enough. I had enough. This cannot be true. If this is so magical, if this is so amazing, it cannot be true. I have to work so hard for it. And then I just give it all up. And I promise you what happened. I completely gave up the spiritual healing. I even had my business way back then. It's like almost 10 years ago now. I kind of also let that go, and then I just went out, and then I manifested a job that really brought out all the feminine in me and had fun, and I was traveling again, because all my life I have manifested jobs that took me around the world. This is something I was always great at. I was always great at manifesting that. And maybe you also have one area in life where you're amazing at manifesting, and then there's these other areas of your life that you're less good at, right? So for me, it was love and money and, yes, relationships in general, okay? So I was single the most of my life. Anyway, that's a complete different story, but it's just to say that the thing that we are good at in one area, we can be good at in other area. And I will tell you now, the one thing that makes the difference is the deep, deep knowing that it's already yours, that is already going to happen. It's done. It's done. It's yours. And I was actually going to do this video outside because, as a metaphor, because today it's raining. It has been amazing weather, and it's just like when it's raining, when it's windy, when it's stormy, we don't question that it's going to be amazing weather again one day, right? Of course, it's not maybe the weather we enjoy, or sometimes, this feeling, we can just, oh, it's so nice, it's raining today, I can cuddle up here on the blanket with my tea, right? So that knowing, that inner knowing of that's okay, that's what's going to take you through the process of manifestation. Because when you manifest something into your life, good and bad things will happen for you to get your manifestation, okay? And this is where most people jump off the train or subconsciously cancel their manifestation. Because when the 3D, when the reality shows us suddenly, shortly after or a while after we try to manifest, when it's showing us something like opposite of what we're trying to manifest, then something happens with our energy quite often, especially if we're sensitive, because then we start questioning, and am I doing something wrong? Is there something I'm not doing right? And we start doubting our manifestation. And let me ask you this, do you think that the universe pays out to people who question them? Pays out to people who is like, am I really worth this? Am I doing something wrong? Should I do more? Should I do this? Can you kind of feel it in the energy? If you're just vibing from this, but of course it's mine, but of course it's coming, even though this is happening, if it's bringing you down. So this is what's going to make the biggest change for you. That is the deep, deep knowing, even when this is happening, even if you feel low vibration, continue to confirm yourself. Even if you start doubting, it's okay. It doesn't mean that you will not have your manifestation if you have doubts, if you have self-doubts. No, the difference is how you handle yourself, how you handle those thoughts right here, right now. It's like, oh, so for me, I do like this, like, oh, that was just, I kind of accidentally, or the channel just tuned into a old radio channel that I don't really like this music on. So I'm just switching to this one. But of course, it just means So if it's extra bills, for example, it just means that I'm going to receive more money soon, that I'm going to receive a bigger salary soon. When you're in this deep, deep knowing, and yes, this is something we need to train sometimes. This is something we need to train to get that knowing. But actually, you can just do it right here, right now, just by telling you. And we can have that belief that it takes hard work to get this. So why I stopped all this meditation and healing and tapping and what have we, because quite often it creates a scarcity or a belief. I need to do all these things. I need to do all these voodoo crazy things for me to stay in high vibration, for me to attract this. But then we are acting from fear. We're acting from scarcity, or that I need to do this to deserve this. Can you see that? If that is the belief we're doing it from, if you're doing it from a different energy just because you enjoy it, just because it makes you feel good, amazing, that's good. But I am too lazy for that. I don't want to do that. My kind of meditation is when I'm dancing, when I'm doing other stuff, when I'm walking in the forest or whatever. So this is where, when the doubt is happening, when the extra bill is coming, and when there's completely dry out from amazing loving people, if you're trying to manifest great relationships, then it's just confirming. It just means that I'm even closer. It's going to happen. They're just showing me exactly what I don't want anymore, because to know exactly like, oh, how amazing it's going to feel when it's finally here. I just know it's already mine. So it's okay. It's okay. It's raining today because I know tomorrow sun will come up again, or next week or whatever. It's okay. It's raining. Like maybe flowers need some rain, right? The same knowing. I just know. Of course, because I always get what I want. I always get what I want. So of course it's going to happen. Of course it's on its way already. I'm just going to enjoy this experience now for whatever it's here to teach me, for whatever it's the reason it's here right now. So this deep, deep knowing and confirmation is going to take you through the processes of manifestation, because it's as natural as the weather that good and less good things is going to happen to you if you want to manifest, and in any case. But the big, big difference is how you are handling yourself, because then the less good times also becomes more enjoyable. I promise you. But this deep, deep knowing is going to change everything for you, right? So you need to start in the small. If you have trouble believing this, in resting in the knowing, because it's our whole nervous system that need to rest in the deep, deep knowing. And if you cannot, then you have some beliefs you need to work on. And then you're more than welcome to come and work with me, because I am so good at getting rid of these deep, deep beliefs in the nervous system, because we need to grab them in the nervous system. Anyway, so you can find that down in the comment how to work with me. But you have beliefs that you're not, some deep, deep beliefs that you're not able to rest in the deep, deep knowing and the safety. So, and then of course, after this, that we rest in the deep, deep knowing, we need to be able to keep open, to keep our intuition open. So we are following the small hints and the blissful actions that the universe is guiding us, because this is how they are guiding us to our manifestation. And you are in luck, because that is my next video, how to stay in tune with your intuition and have your intuition on demand, because that is what's going to bring you through this process, through the whole process of bringing in your manifestation. But this deep, deep knowing, that is your one thing that you need to work on to get your manifestation. It's already yours. Of course, you always get what you want. So why are you not going to get it? Don't ask that question. But of course you're going to get that. Of course, it's already yours, because you always get what you want. And there's lots. So if you have some beliefs that's coming up, like of why not, then you have some deep, deep beliefs we need to work on. And it's possible. You don't have to heal them forever and ever. That's also a belief, because we can lift it with the energy, just like that. When we truly understand it on our nervous system, then manifestation is so simple that it's ridiculous. It's so fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun to create the most amazing life for yourself. Okay, that's enough for today. So get into that deep, deep knowing it's already yours, because of course you always get what you want.